agentic capabilities,
AI agent.
agentic workflows,
You know, we all had that moment where we wished for another pair of hands, or for some digital assistant that will take care of some tasks, maybe some machines that we will give the command and it will create, solve, or make something for us. Like Jarvis in Iron Man movie, but if in 2008 it was sci-fi and only genius could create it, today everyone can have their own Jarvis. In today's video you'll learn what is AI agent, what is AI workflow, how they work and what's their difference, and which exactly should you take for your own lifestyle and for your own business. And firstly we'll make fast run through the LLMs. LLM or large language model, it's just something that you can imagine when someone says about AI. So chatbots like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, DeepSeek and so on, they're all based on these models. They're fantastic in analyzing and answering your usual life problems, and they're based on this scheme of input, after which goes LLM, and after output. Basically, LLM is just analyzing your text as input and gives you an answer as output. For example, if we ask him to create a travel plan around the Scandinavia, without any hesitation, it will create for us the route. In this case, our question is the input, the text we received is output, and the analysis was made by the LLM. But if we would ask him when our next travel, it would have no idea. Here we get into the problem with our chatbots. Despite it was trained by the enormous data, it still lacks of our proprietary information like about your business or your own personal information. Moving forward, we dive into what is AI agents, what is AI workflows, and why do we need them. Let's start with AI agents because they are more similar to LLMs and it will be easier for you to understand. So we take our previous formula input, LLM and output and make it into AI agents. We need to create some more steps. First is we give the LLM the role it would based on. So let's for example take social media manager, and now the next step it would be give it tools like Google Calendar or Airtable. Let me explain why we are doing this. So think about your own job. What do you do for a living? And this would be exact role for our AI agent. So for example, let's take video editor. Next step, our boss comes to video editor and say, hey, I need you to edit this long form video into small shorts videos. This would be exact input or task we give to our AI agent. The next step, our video editor will open Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve and start do his scene. This would be exactly how the AI agent uses his tools. So to sum it up, AI agent is like employee in specific role. So it could solve different tasks in the specific sphere using some tools. Let's talk about strong and weak sides of AI agent. It's set up to be more professional, which means it would work more efficient and will provide exact output you're waiting for. By combining different tools and AI, it can solve more complex tasks and provide more value. Because it runs every input individually, it gives us an opportunity to solve different tasks every time. What about weaknesses? So, because it's designed for the specific role, it requires a little bit more time, a little bit more resources and more costs than, for example, AI workflows to do specific tasks. If I already have named AI workflows, let's move to them. It's exactly what you can think when we talk about the systems. So the workflow is just step-by-step process. If we take our scheme like input, LLM, output, we would need some changes. First, we need to change our input into the trigger that starts the workflow. Everything could be the trigger. It might be call from the app, or it could be chat message, it could be manual trigger or webhook. Let's for example take our Excel and Google Sheets. If we add something into the table, our system will see it and start the workflow. And the second one is that we need to add actions before LLM, after LLM, or before and after. Let's take this system as an example. As you can see, we have trigger from Google Drive, which can be named as input. After that we have LLM node and Google Sheets node, where we pass all information into Google Sheets as output. Before our LLM will analyze the document, we need to get inside of our workflow. So we need to create our HTTP request node in order to do this. As you can see, now we have action before LLM. If we play a bit more and insert Telegram node at the end, to message user about completion of workflow. Now Telegram would be as an output, and in this case Google Sheet would be as an action after LLM. This is what we call AI workflow, where we have step-by-step logic with AI node in it. As you can see, it has its pros and cons. The pros, it will still do the job much better than AI agent, it will make it faster, it will make it easier and less costs. But the problem is, it will do only one job, only one task you design. And at the same time, AI agent do the specific field, but different tasks. Now after all the theory, it's time for answer on the one question. Which should you use? And the answer is all of them. Surprisingly, yeah? It depends on your needs. If you need to automate some process in your business where you know step by step how it's done and you need to solve only this exact problem, then AI workflows are for you. If you need to solve something like with a different input and different output every time but in the specific field, AI agents is the one. I hope you guys learn a bit and also this AI stuff becomes more clear for you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. If you understand everything, please click like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in next one.